It's going. We're live. Hi there.
Hello.
Hey, everyone. Oops, wait. I got my computer on. So, how's everyone doing? Where you guys all from? Who's here with us tonight? We've got lots of stuff to share with you, and we have a lot of questions to answer. So, we're going to do that as well. And we have some questions that we got beforehand in our community post. And if anybody has any additional questions that they want to ask us, go ahead and put that in the chat too. Hi, Jim from Pennsylvania.
Hey.
Hey, cool. Hey, Jim.
Wait,
Hey, Mary, we saw you on here earlier. Hope everybody's well tonight. What were we going to say, John?
Did you sneak in and where's everyone from already?
I snuck it in. Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
I was fast.
I missed it.
Yeah, sorry about that. So thanks for joining us. We're going to start off with doing a few announcements for you. We have a lot of things that we're planning to do in the upcoming months. Of course, you know, we're going to be going to the Tampa show. We can't wait for that. And we want to get back out and do some more camping. So we're going to have some more camping videos coming out as well. And we're also going to do some more industry update videos just to kind of keep you in the know on the types of things that are happening. If you guys you like that idea, just go ahead and put in the chat. Let us know if there are other things that you'd like for us to chat about and share with you as well. So I'm going to get to the questions. And I know that the big question, there are two big questions that everybody's been asking us about, John.
Mm-hmm.
And one is, remember that story about how we met?
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of told everybody that you were my stalker and I married my stalker. So I'm going to tell you guys that story tonight as well. But first, I'm going to answer your questions. So the first question that I have that somebody sent to us, I'm going to pull this up on my phone right now. Can you guys hear us okay? I guess so. Yeah, you can hear us. This is from Mike. He said that his wife and his kids are getting ready to look for a Georgetown GT7 36K7 on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And oh, Mary, Mary wants to know what rig we got. We're going to save that for last.
Yeah.
He's picking, and he wanted to know what questions he should ask the dealership. And my thing is, if you're at the point where you're going to the dealership, you should really know everything about your RV, because the dealers, they don't specialize in any particular manufacturer. And we found from our experiences that their knowledge on the details of a particular rig, can be very light. And sometimes they'll even share with you information that they don't really know or they're not sure of. So
well, in their defense, I mean, it's like selling cars. If you have a dozen different cars on the lot, and every year they're always changing a few things on these RVs. So things don't stay the same.
That's true. And not everybody has bad intent. But what my suggestion would be is that when you go into the dealership, that you know everything about the RV. Definitely ask them questions about things that you're not sure about. And make sure you take it for a test drive. And make sure you take it for a nice long test drive. Don't just test drive for 5-10 minutes around the corner. Take it on the highway, take it out on local roads, find some hilly areas. The number one thing I would say to you, though, is first sit down and think about how you're going to use the RV. What size family do you have? And we did a video that covers all that when we were at the Tampa show. You can look it up. Just do a search on the Tampa show for Amp to Glamp, and you'll see all that information. I would say ask the dealership if there are any special packages that you're interested in. Like, let's say you're interested in getting a warranty.
Yeah.
I would ask them for that paperwork, or anything extra that they sell. Like if you want to buy, I don't know, all the different things they sell you, like
the extra antennas and things like that.
Stuff with the paint.
Right.
You just get all that documentation so that you can read the fine print first before you get there, so that you don't feel pressured or in a rush. Okay, Angela says hi. Hi, Angela. Mary says no.
She doesn't want to wait. She wants to know what we got now. I think that's what she's referring to.
And the Real Weekend Warriors are here. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Welcome to our live. We're so excited. This is like the first time we've done a live that's not at an RV show.
Yes, and this one should be much better.
So be patient with us, because we're really, really new at this. Okay, so Mary, we're going to wait on her question. So James says, how do you like the Fleetwood Bounder? I'm interested in the RV. So it has been it's been a lot of ups and downs with our Bounder. We love the floor plan. The engine works great. We haven't had any problems with that.
Yeah, the Ford part's great.
But we have had a number of problems. And I think that we probably would have been happier sooner if we didn't take it back to General RV, because General RV, the one that we went to near our home,
Right.
where we bought the RV from, the service was not great. They would fix something and then it would break, or they would say, hey, you don't have a leak, and we had like 3 inches of water in our dash. But we finally had our final trip to Rev RV, and with the exception of them freezing our pipes, which, by the way, I must say they did do a very good job of making things right with that, because they kind of gave us a warranty on those pipes for eternity, right?
And they also brought people in on a Saturday.
Yeah, they did.
To fix our
which they should have done.
Yes.
But the thing is, when we got to Florida for the Tampa show after that, they also had repair guys come and take a look at it too.
They did.
So overall, I would say now that everything is fixed,
yes,
I love our bounder. And
it's
the only reason that we're getting rid of it is because we want diesel, because next year we want to be able to take trips out west. And we found that the gas engine just doesn't have enough power. When you're going up hills, it's screaming at you, and it's just, I don't know, it's underpowered, and it gets very hot and it gets very loud. So that's why we're changing. But we love our bounder now. Now that everything is fixed, once we got through that, and people told us about this too, didn't they, John? They said you have to get through that first year. And we got through that first year, and now everything is really good with the bounder, and we really like it.
Camping is great now.
Yep. Oh, Relatively Rich Life is with us. Hi guys. And TNT RVing. Oh, so Relatively Rich Life. Yeah, you had the same experience with General RV. And I believe that you went to the very same General RV that we went to and had those same experiences. So, and this is why we always tell people too, like, if you're going to buy an RV, you have got to sit in the service department. These are things we didn't know as newbies, right? We learned these things along the way. Sit in that service department multiple days and talk to people and find out, how many times has your new RV been here, and what's been wrong with it, and what do you have? And you will learn a lot that way.
Tony Price says we'll love the diesel for the big trips out west.
I sure hope so, because I don't think I'm looking forward to it. I just can't wait till we get our new RV. Okay, so you guys asked, and we promised that we would tell you the story of how we met. You guys still interested in hearing about that?
I'm leaving now.
Now he's leaving. I couldn't get rid of him at first. And he's dropping stuff too.
I'm trying to get out of here.
He's really trying to get out of here. Okay, so John doesn't want me to tell this story.
Not the way you
hear this story, you've got to put it in the chat that you want to hear this story, because John doesn't want to hear this. John does not want you to know this story.
No,
put it in the chat.
The way you
put it in the chat if you want to hear this story. Come on, let John know. Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
No, it's not.
All right, tell it. Tony says tell it. Okay.
It's your story.
So here we go. Here's the story of how we met. I went to the University of Maryland, and the University of Maryland had a student-run bus system. And they were regular buses, like your city buses that you see. Yeah. The flexible buses. And
it was shorter though. They were 35 feet. They were 35, not the 40 footers.
And so I worked for the company driving the bus, and so I started my route. And the first time I did my route, this strange guy got on, and he just kept talking to me and talking to me and talking to me, and I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? He talks too much. You wouldn't know it now, but he talks too much. And I did a round, and he didn't get off. I did my entire route, and John was still on after my first route. And I said, well, maybe he missed his stop or something. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know where he's going.
Yeah.
So I do another route, and he just keeps on talking and talking, and he's still on the bus. And I finished that route, and by then I'm getting nervous, right? And so we have this thing where you do a check my 20 with the bus. And if you tell them check my 20, what they'll do is they know that you feel like you're uncomfortable. You're not necessarily in danger, but you want them to make sure that you're okay by checking in on you every once in a while. And so I said, check my 20, and I did another round, and I'm trying to ignore him at this point, but nothing would shut him up. He just kept on talking and talking and talking.
I think you're making it sound worse than it is.
John, I was scared to death. You scared me so much that night. Anyway, I finished my third round, and then he finally tells me, what do you finally tell me, John?
Something I thought you knew.
He worked for the same bus
I've
company.
been working there for weeks.
He worked there, and he was a mechanic. He was a student mechanic for the
See,
buses.
The thing is, most people were drivers, and you get like a number from 1 to 400, depending on what year of college you're in. And then people that worked in the building, like finance or in the back office or dispatch, get 600 numbers, like 621 or 622. We were both 600s. We worked in the same place.
I didn't know he worked there, and he had me so scared. But he turned out to be a nice guy, and we didn't like start dating then or anything, because I was dating somebody who lived out in California, and he actually went with me to go meet my boyfriend in California.
Tell him somebody else was supposed to go.
Yeah,
and then somebody talked them out of going.
So, and eventually we realized, hey,
that was awkward.
We should do something about this. Okay, back to your questions. That's the story of how we met. You guys still there? Do we bore you silly with that story?
Well, we do have a new question from Angela H.
Okay, let's see what Angela says. She's confused about the financial aspect of buying an RV. Do you get the deposit money and some type of paperwork showing you have been approved for financing, or is it paid in full? Okay, so this is how it works. When you buy the RV and you find one that you like, let's say it's not on the lot and you want to order it, I guess even if it is on the lot, right? So you put down your deposit. Now, a lot of dealerships will tell you that that deposit is non-refundable. Don't believe it. You can buy it with a refundable deposit. Get up and get ready to walk out, and I guarantee you that somebody will give you a call or call you back.
Because they will get upset initially when you say that.
Right. So then there's a lot that happens when you're buying an RV. So you buy the RV, but then, you have some contingencies in there. Like, you always want to make sure that this is contingent upon it passing an inspection or being inspected to my preferences, right? That they inspect it and that you're happy with that inspection. And then if that happens, then you go ahead with the paperwork. Now, you can go to some banks of your own ahead of time and check out the rates for financing. You can also go to the dealership. If it's one of the bigger dealerships, we found that we searched for our own rates, but General RV actually had a better rate than what we could find anywhere else. And so because they kind of cast that wide net and they work with lots of different banks, we found that credit unions aren't necessarily the best when it comes to RV loans. It just depends on where you're at. But basically, you can work out your financing either before or after. When our RV, for example, came in, that's when they called us and said, okay, now we need to do the finance paperwork. So that's pretty much how it works. Sorry about your experience with the dealership. Oh, yeah, same, some good, some bad. Yeah, it's been, I think it's been an up and down experience for a lot of people. A lot of people had really bad experiences with RV dealerships lately. I think that I don't know if it's going to get better or worse. Normally I would say there are less people buying, so there's less demand, and so they might be able to do more. But what we're seeing is that, like with lots of other industries, RV mechanics are in a shortage now too. Right. Even though, I know that on the line, lots of people are getting laid off, but there's some shortage in mechanics and there's some shortage in the labor force for just about every type of industry right now. Yeah. Angela, I hope that answered your question. If it didn't, go ahead and ping us again. Not refinancing. I meant to say financing. Oh, okay. Okay, good, good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. Hi to everybody who just joined us. So glad you guys came. You love the story about John doesn't like the story about how we met at all. He did not want to. He was dreading it the whole time. So
looks like Jim Koch is trying to promote me. Sorry, I wasn't a master sergeant, first sergeant, or sergeant major. It actually stopped at gunnery sergeant up there.
Yeah, he was a gunny when he left. We kind of made a decision that it
20
was
and out.
Yeah, 20 and out. It was interesting because we were both in the military at the same time
for a while.
For a while, he was in the Marine Corps and I was in the Navy. And then when the second Gulf War hit, and I was pregnant with our son. And they were at that time deploying both parents, and the kids you had to find some place for your kids to stay, and that's when we decided it was time for me to get out. And John stayed in that time. But thank you very much, Jim.
Yeah.
Hey, JC. No, I always it's Corinthos Warehouse. So thank you. Hi. Thanks for
Hi.
coming.
Thanks.
DJ, hello, and Jim. Okay, so any other questions? So are you done for the year, or are there more trips coming? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So if you
yes.
came late, oh, I didn't talk about this yet,
No,
did
you
I?
didn't.
Okay, so let's talk about some things that we're planning.
Yes.
I did a little bit, but we want to do more camping, and this year we're going to do a lot of winter camping. So you'll see us out in the cold, and we're going to figure out. You'll watch us make lots of mistakes, get frostbite, but we're going to try a lot of winter camping this year and see how that goes. We want to do a lot of traveling, and then of course we're going to go to the Tampa show.
That's right.
And we'll thaw out in the Tampa show for a little bit, and then we'll
out.
do some more winter camping. I don't want to put the RV away this winter, especially since it's finally working.
Yeah.
You know, it took a year to have. It's finally working. I want to actually use it.
Going to be using that air compressor a lot.
It's Jeff. Oh, okay, Jeff. You're welcome, Mary. It was our pleasure to serve. We come from military families.
Yes.
I don't know if you can see back there is my dad right there.
Yeah, and
he's
army
got his army.
dress.
Oh, yep, he's got his army. That was at the Marine Corps ball. They came with us. So we come from military families. John's dad served in World War II.
Army.
I mean, did he serve in World War II?
Yeah, he was in World War II.
That's right. Your dad was in World War II.
He was. He was older. I got adopted, when he was in his 40s. So yeah, he was older. But yeah, he served, ended up in Illesheim, Germany, I think. That's where he ended his tour.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Angela's asking us about your credit up high when you want to get approved. I think for anything you buy that you want to make sure that you should always make sure that you have good credit, because you never know when you need to use credit. And you should always be checking your credit, making sure that everything's paid on time, and making sure that your debt to income ratio is a good one.
And usually at a dealership, when they cast that wide net, the better your credit, the more responses they get back. Because if your credit's bad, one or two banks, or maybe just one, will send back an answer, and you don't want that.
Hey, Jim, we're planning to head up to Hershey too this winter. So we haven't decided which month we're going to go, but there's a campground there that we wanted to visit.
Yes.
So let us know where you'll be at. Okay, let's see what else we got. Since you both have a large meet and greets this year. Every year we keep saying we're going to do something, and I'm afraid. Okay, so here's the truth. Okay, yes. So somebody's asking whether or not we're going to have any meetups this year. We're scared. We're afraid. I'm afraid. We've grown a lot, and we are just so grateful for all of you that are subscribed to our channel. But we have 3,000 subscribers now. We passed the 3,000 mark. Yay! Yes. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you. We're just over 3,000 now.
Yeah, but I'm scared. I'm afraid. If we have a meetup and nobody shows up. It's just like with the live stream. I'm always afraid that nobody's going to show up. But
and also the pressure of what do people expect? I mean, how much do we do? We don't know what to do.
So I guess I should say, if you guys really want us to have a meetup, let us know. Put it in the comments either after this live stream, or put it in the comments now, and let us know what area we should have it in, and we'll have one, even if it's just a small gathering of people. We can pick a campground that is near everybody, and we can just kind of all hang out. I hope you guys like us when you meet us in person too. we were very shy people.
And here we are on camera. Look at us.
Okay, wait. Okay, so Mary said that her dad and brother are both in the Navy. Yay, go Navy! Marine Corps is Navy too, John.
No.
Yes. What continents have you guys traveled to, and what has been your favorite place? So before COVID, John and I used to travel to. We did a lot of cruising.
Yes.
And we used to
all over the Caribbean.
All over the Caribbean.
We've been to Aruba, St. Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness, French guy. No,
just name it in the Caribbean. St. Kitts, St. Thomas. We've been everywhere. Nevis, the Turks and Caicos Islands.
Yes, we've been there.
We've been everywhere.
All over the place.
Yeah, and I would have to say.
Jamaica.
Jamaica,
yeah. Jamaica was nice.
That was the kind of we haven't been to. I haven't been to Europe. John's been to the Middle East, of course.
Of course.
But under. I wasn't much of a tourist in the Middle East.
Less than ideal. I've been to Kuwait, Qatar, and Iraq. On Uncle Sam's dime, and then I spent a hot second in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 1 year in Japan. That was that was a peaceful tour, but yeah.
I still have to say my favorite place was Grand Turk, even though it's just a small island
Oh, it's
in the middle of
tiny.
nowhere,
So
and it's
tiny.
changed so much since we
Yeah.
last went. So we'll have to check it out
Yeah.
again.
It was peaceful when we went. That's what the charm of Grand Turk is. It was very quiet and peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's want to make sure we didn't miss any other questions. Sorry, Mr. Hersey. Sorry, missed you too, DJ. But we'll be.
I don't see the shyness.
You don't see the shyness. Oh my gosh.
And another Navy
Oh
person.
yay, another Navy person.
Wow,
Yay.
we have a lot of Navy people.
Oh, we'll do a great. Oh, thank you, TNT RVing. Yeah, thank you. So maybe we do need to do something, John. We've been saying it for so long.
Yeah, we should. It'll probably be a weekend, like a Friday through Sunday, because we don't have a lot of time. We have jobs, unfortunately.
Yeah, Jamaica was a lot of fun, DJ. That's a good place to go. I really enjoyed meeting the locals there. That was the best part of Jamaica.
Oh yeah, that they were pretty funny. They were fun. They were a lot of fun.
Oh, Armando. Hi. Armando is on. Armando was our neighbor when we were at the Hershey RV show.
Yes.
He was in the same campground as us, and he was so cool. He was a really, really nice guy. It's so good to see you here. How was the build quality at this year's show, is what Mary's asking. I would say that it's improved a lot.
It was somewhat improved over the previous year because this year I think they have more time because they don't have as many that are being pushed out.
Yeah, I mean, John, and I don't know if maybe they just, checked them over this year before sending them to the show, but John and I, we check everything when we look at these
Yes.
RVs. I mean, you don't see it on camera, but we spend a lot of time in each RV looking for something wrong. And that's
Yeah.
like one of my favorite. I'm an engineer by trade. Okay. I'm a system engineer. And it's kind of like I look for stuff. That's what I do. Is it just make sure it's a good product before we send it out. And we had a few 10 out of 10s, and we're still going to be getting some of those videos out, but we had quite a few 10 out of 10s this year.
Yeah, and
We had a lot of 9 out of 10s and 8 out of 10s too.
we didn't see as many screws and as much of the wood chips. We didn't see all of that debris all over the place.
Maybe it's because less people were at this year's RV show.
Maybe, but we did see some broken things from just the people going through them.
Relatively Rich Life says we're not shy. What do they know? We
What
are
do
so
they
shy.
know?
I'm just kidding, guys. I love you guys.
Oh, they're gonna leave now.
No. I'm just messing with you guys. Enjoyed your Airstream range line video from Hershey. Oh, thank you, David. We appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to get through that one fast because so many people were trying to get in it.
If you want to do a meetup, so we do meetups at the RV show, but just like, come see us, we'll be hanging out in this section. We're not big enough yet really to say like to have our own section. We just plead with other people. Like last year, Matt's RV reviews let us hang out with him.
Yeah, they
and
did.
This year we hung out a little bit with Fleetwood.
Right.
But
Fleetwood was too big. We needed something more compact, I think.
I think so too. So the Florida show for this year, we're looking to be able to be with somebody who will let us hang around with them. Maybe we'll go back with Matt again. Maybe I can bribe Matt with more cupcakes.
Yeah, maybe we can.
I don't know if you guys know Matt from Matt's RV reviews, but he's a pretty awesome, nice guy, just like he is on camera. He's a really sweet guy, and
he is. That's just him. Yeah. What you see on film is him.
That's him. That's him.
He's a funny guy.
Okay, so MSRP Hershey. Okay, I got to get really close, guys, because I can't see this. 132K. They're on. Oh, wow. Really? So listen, MSRP means absolutely nothing. Oh, they're just made up prices from the manufacturers, if you want me to be honest with you, right?
They are.
They mean absolutely nothing. I mean, I know it's like everybody looks at them and that's how they gauge prices, but they don't mean a thing. I mean, because they're not even worth, they're not worth what they are. They're not worth the dollar amount they put on them. They're not.
And this year, people were making the salespeople cry this year.
Yeah, I mean, people were getting ridiculous amounts. I mean, the MSRP in our RV, I'll tell you, was like over 400,000.
Yes.
Hey, no, what?
No one's gonna pay.
I have to watch mine. Yes. I almost said HE double. we don't use bad words, people. There is no way in heck that you should be paying that amount of money for an RV. It just don't. Please don't do it. Don't do it. It's no.
I mean,
no. See, oh my God, you have to update us. I kind of like Intech's new line. Okay.
All right. Yeah, Intech has some good ones. We did the OVR. We put that one out.
So what would you recommend for a maiden voyage? I would do something close to home.
Yes.
And
Don't do what we did.
when you just buy when you buy the RV, they don't have like a lot of dealerships will have RV lots right there where you can stay. And that would be a good
That would
one.
be perfect.
And then your second one should be really close to home, because we did ours that was just a few miles from the dealership, and we were really glad because the cargo doors,
they kept coming open.
They kept coming open as John was driving. I'm driving behind him, like honking my horn. John, stop!
Yeah, the doors would not stay.
They wouldn't stay open. They were going into the other. He was in a small 1-lane road, and they were going into the other lane, and like cars were like, "What's going on here?" You know. So I would say, do your first maiden voyage close to home, not far from the dealership, so that if you need to take it back for any repairs or anything, or if anything major happens, you're close by.
Yeah, because we only had time. Our RV delivery was late, and we had scheduled a trip to Disney, so we only had time to do one night. If we had our way, we probably would have done 2 or 3, because we found a lot of stuff at Disney when we got down there.
Okay, so Angela said what she meant was to do like a meetup at a restaurant or something. We can do that.
We can do a restaurant.
We could pick a restaurant. Okay. Yeah. For the Tampa RV show. Yeah. I am going to call tomorrow. Oh, wait, I've got an application deployment tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to call tomorrow, and I am going to book. I'm going to make a reservation. I don't know for how many people. I'll just tell them like 10. Yeah. 15 people.
10 or 15.
10 or 15. Anybody going to the Tampa RV show? Would anybody come to Tampa if we did something there? And we'll find a restaurant and we'll book some tables. Yeah. And if you want to come hang out with us and have dinner with us one night, come on and have dinner with us. How about that?
Yep.
Does that sound good?
Mary Mason, good. They were vicious last year. They kept raising the prices.
Mary's right.
She's right.
It's greed. It's pure greed. And
if you didn't buy on that Wednesday, you were paying more on that Thursday. That's the way it was last year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, All About the Banks is here. Hi, guys. If we make it to the show, let's do a meetup together. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you haven't seen All About the Banks, go ahead and check them out, too. And, yeah, we can definitely do a meetup together. Sure. Okay, let's see what else we got here. RV industry, would you still buy new? Would you consider buying used?
I would like buying used.
So if you watched one of our lives during the RV show, I kind of told everybody this. It's the black tank, man. I can't use the
toilet.
It's the toilet. I can't use somebody else's. I can't.
Plus, she has this thing with used cars and vehicles in general, where she always thinks people are pawning their problems off on us.
Yeah, I live in New York City, so you learn not to trust anybody. But here's the thing, right? I have always been able to negotiate a price on a new that's pretty darn close.
It's painful to watch
to a use.
It's painful to watch her in a dealership, because I actually start feeling sorry for the dealers.
So one of our jobs in college, John and I worked a lot of jobs in college. You guys worked in college, but one of our jobs in college was we both worked at dealerships. And my first month there as the number one salesman,
selling new cars,
selling brand new cars, and I learned a lot about how the game works. Yep. And it's a game. That's exactly what it is. A game. But our bounder we got for a steal, and even with trading it in, and they're not taking the trade in until May, so it'll be like whenever they get this new RV, right? Now they're saying
we're gonna
put
some miles on this thing,
and it's going to be like 2 years old. And I'll tell you, they offered us $5,000 less than what we paid for it 2 years ago.
Yes,
almost 2 years ago. So
we lost $5,000 in 2 years.
We lost $5,000 on our RV. So yeah,
that's good depreciation.
Oh yeah. GJ says he thanks us for reviewing all the Intech Soul Horizons last year. Yep. Oh, good. And help them purchase it at the Hershey Show this year. Yay, DJ. I hope you got a smoking hot deal too, because they couldn't be greedy this year. Everybody wanted your business. West Coast here. Oh, you won't be able to make it. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to get to the West Coast. The closest we're planning to get to the West Coast is next year. We're going to Yellowstone.
Yep, Yellowstone.
Yep, which is why we wanted to get the diesel.
Yes, it would have been painful in the bounder.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm not cool. I'm not cool with dirty. You're right. I don't. I'm very I've got issues. We'll just leave it at that.
Yes,
I've got issues. Okay, let's see what else we got here. You can always remove the toilet, but I can't remove the black tank, and I'll know that somebody else's poo was in my RV.
That's the black tank.
But that's what. But no. But Angela said you can always get brand new
You
toilets.
get brand new toilets. That's true.
Yeah, but but black tank will still be there, and there'll be remnants of their poo in my my RV.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Never.
Oh, hey, Sonarisa and Snapshot.
Hey.
You like that? I got that right, Snapshot.
Yes.
We're so happy you could join us. Okay. Don't buy used because more. Oh, allergies. Yeah. See, and then people have pets and you don't know what they did to their stuff.
Yeah, she doesn't trust people.
Okay, DJ said he got a great deal and the MSRP meant nothing. So if you're out there looking, now you know it's not just us saying that. If you're going to the Tampa show, and we'll put out a lot of videos before the Tampa show.
Yeah.
Don't give them your money. Don't let them know how much you love the RV and don't fall in love. And be willing to walk away. Because when you get up and walk, especially now, because they can't sell anything.
They can't. They still have 22s on the lot.
Look, the interest rates are crazy.
They are.
And I don't even know, like, with the interest rates, if anybody should really be buying. But, I mean, it's up to you in your situation, right?
Right.
You know, if you want it, you want it. You can always refinance later. But
we can.
Don't let them. It's all a ripoff.
What?
I scared my animals laughing.
It's just so funny.
But look, I'm not the only one who has issues with germs. Look in the chat. Other people, if you understand what I'm saying, just give us a thumbs up there. Just
Someone has David
hey,
C.
wait a minute, John.
David C.
John.
What?
There are 40 people in this chat.
40.
And we only have 22 thumbs up.
Oh, no.
Don't you guys love us?
Oh, God.
I'm very needy too. Oh no, now we have 39. I made somebody leave. I'm sorry.
See what happens? What happens when you get greedy? Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Okay, we got a couple of thumbs up. That was funny. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so there's something else we want to share with you guys, and I'm hoping that you guys don't run away from us because of this. Oh, I love you. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, everyone, giving us those thumbs up. Thank you so much.
Gonna buy. Oh, they're ready to buy.
Yep, they're ready to buy. We'll be in Tampa if you want to come see us.
Yeah.
If you want me to negotiate something for you, I'll do that too.
Oh, God.
I don't mind. I'm really good giving them a hard time. I like giving them a hard time. It's like fun. Yeah. It's like a game for me. I don't know.
You had them in a tizzy.
You had them in a tizzy.
Oh my gosh.
That's what they said. I had them in a tizzy. Okay, so a couple of things we wanted to share with you guys, and that is, I know that some of you said that if you ever start selling stuff or doing promotions or whatever, we're running away. And I really hope you guys don't run away, but I wanted to share this with you. And that is, we've been contacted by a lot of people. My email just blows up saying, hey, can you try this, or can you take this product or that free product? And we don't do it very often.
But tell them, most of the companies are twice people we never heard of, though.
Like SnapPad, they reached out to us, and we did the free gift for you guys. I said, well, let's give something to our viewers, not have the contest, right? And Dead Scent reached out to us, and I said, this could be pretty good because a lot of people have old RVs and want to buy a used RV, and they're very, very moldy, so this could help our viewers. The YouTube is very expensive. There's a lot of equipment that you have to buy. There's a lot of time. There's backup drives. There's cameras and things like that, and it costs a lot of money. And we don't mind putting out some of it because we have a really good time. And so we have some companies that are reaching out to us, like Brooklyn Bedding, for example, and some other things, and we like to try out their stuff. And so in some of our upcoming videos, you might see, and it won't happen very often, but it will happen. You might see us doing some reviews. And I tell everybody, and I told Brooklyn Bedding the same thing, right? What did I tell them? I said, if you send this to us and we don't like it,
we're going to send it back.
We're going to send it back. Yeah. You got to be prepared for that. And so they were okay with it, and we got that in writing.
Yeah.
And as long as they're okay with it, but we will never, ever tell you about a product that we wouldn't use ourselves. So please just keep that in mind. And please don't run away from us because of it.
And trust me, there have been products that came across our email that we're not going to promote.
Mm-hmm. So do you know the shelf life of an RV sitting brand new on a lot? Like, how long can a dealership have an RV on its lot and still sell it as brand new? I That's a good question.
Because they're still selling 22s brand new, even though the 23s are out. I don't know.
I would think if it hasn't been previously owned, then it's considered a new RV.
I think
If it's something like cars, right? They can have a car on the lot as long as it hasn't been used and it doesn't exceed.
And I think it'll get to the point, if they have 2 or 3 left, they'll probably cut the price down.
Yeah, you could probably get a
to the
really good
bone
deal.
to get them out of there.
But I would, if you do come across something like that and it's a really good deal, just you have to make sure you get a really
Yeah.
good inspection, because RVs and engines,
Yep.
generators, they're not meant to sit.
No, engines especially don't like to
It's not it's not good for them.
No.
So I mean, if it's been sitting, and then if it's been sitting for a really, really long time, I'd have to ask myself why. But if they sold it to somebody, I think they can consider it new unless it's been sold to somebody else.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Charmaine says we should be sponsored. Oh, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate that support from everybody about doing the sponsorships. We were really, really nervous about it. Okay, Angela says she won't run away as long as we recommend it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yes, this is awesome. Okay, awesome. Okay, wait, we have some more questions. I want to get to a couple of more of the questions that we had. Someone says that I should tell everybody that RV life is hard. Full-time RV life is not all roses. And I think that sometimes, I think that's a good point, right? Because we've run into some people who are full-time RVers.
Yep.
And they basically said that at first it's like a vacation,
Yeah.
but then life eventually catches up to you. Right. So you still have to deal with all those things with life. You still have to deal with each other. You still have to deal with, whatever bills, issues, family, all that kind of stuff. So you can't really run away from it. But, it may be hard, but you're still there. But at least you get to see beautiful places while you're dealing with it.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my case. I guess that's if gas prices don't go up too much higher.
Oh, my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that.
So David said as long as it's not registered, it's considered new. So that's kind of what we thought. As long as it hasn't been sold to somebody else, it's considered new. Yep, never been registered. Okay, so someone's looking at an RV just sitting in the elements. Yeah, you definitely need an inspection. And you can also, when you get the inspection, and a lot of people skip this part, but I hear that it's really good to do it. Make sure that, a lot of people think of getting like the interior inspected, and they think about getting, all the working parts. Get the fluids checked too, because they can actually run some tests on the fluids.
Oh, yeah.
To see if they're like metals or anything in the engine or anything wrong. They can pick up a lot by inspecting the fluids as well. So it's not usually included in a normal inspection. It's usually a little bit extra, but I think that especially if you're getting an RV that's been sitting for a while, it's definitely worth the price.
Yes.
Yep. Oh yeah, Globemaster met us at the Giant Center.
Ah, yes.
We had such a good time meeting everyone.
It was great. Had a lot of people come up to us.
Yep. Okay, bye. Sorry you have to go. But thank you so much for coming, Christy Warehouse. Yep, thank you. We really, really appreciate it. When do you winterize, or do you? That's a really good question. So
we do. We definitely winterize.
We do. And we did a video on winterizing. So when the temperature is going to fall at 32 degrees or below for consecutive days, we winterize. And we do camp in cold weather.
Right.
We haven't done any serious winter camping, but we did camp in November, and we camped in March when it was cold. So we use the air compressor method, because it's quick and easy. We can just run air through all the lines and get all the water out. And then when it's time to go to the campground, we just fill it back up with water and we're good.
And we use less antifreeze that way, because all we have to do is use it for the P-traps throughout the rig.
Yeah, I like that method a lot more, because then you don't have to drain it out. But if you're one the toilets. And the toilets, yeah. And it works really well. We haven't had any issues with any pipes freezing, and we're up here in the Mid-Atlantic.
Yep, and it goes below freezing for quite some time.
Many, many days in a row, and it's been just fine. Okay, so Angela's agreeing. She doesn't know why people think RV life has no issues. Yep, it sure does. Yep. Make sure you use that RV. Don't use just any antifreeze. No. You don't want to poison yourself or the rest of your family. You definitely want to make sure that. So we use the air, and then we put the RV antifreeze in the P-traps. So in the sink, in the toilet. Oh, and a lot of people forget this. If you have a washing machine, a dishwasher, a refrigerator with an ice maker, you also want to make sure that you winterize those as well. So you want to get all of the
water out of the ice maker and put a half gallon of antifreeze in your combo washer dryer
If you have
or
a
your
combo, yeah.
washer dryer.
If you have
And your
just your
washer.
washer, don't
And
put it in your
washer.
dryer, John.
No, don't do the dryer. I'm
Only if you have
tired.
a combo, put it in there
Yeah.
and run it through. And that works really, really well for us. Does your
Yeah.
son travel with you, or are you guys using your RV more for couple travel? So he travels with us when he's off from school. Our son's
Right.
in college right now. So in the summertime, he'll take some trips with us. He didn't
Yeah.
do much with us this summer because he took a summer class. He took chemistry over the summer. That was pretty
Yeah.
crazy, but he normally travels with us.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, and he likes, but he's spoiled. Like he doesn't like to travel to the state parks like we do. He wants to go to resorts.
Yes, he likes places with things to do and full hookups.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
All right, I want to make sure we're getting everybody's questions. So there was another question on here. So I haven't seen Frank the Vet on here, but I know that a lot of people want to know. Oh, yeah, I have an expensive kid.
Yeah.
He's got expensive taste, unfortunately. I gotta teach him to appreciate state parks.
No
They're
boondocking
great.
for him.
Yep. So a lot of you have asked us, what RV are we getting?
Now it depends on the interest rate.
Well, so we're kind of hesitant to tell you just yet because we've got a video coming up, and
They won't tell anybody.
Should we tell them?
Sure, they tuned in for this.
Do you guys really want to know what RV we have?
Yes, they want to know.
Look, there's another question. I can go to. Okay, what's your favorite outdoor meal to cook when camping?
Oh, she's stalling.
So there's this, I think John's favorite is the Mediterranean chicken.
Ah, the one with the yogurt and
yeah.
That's
So
not bad.
Is that your favorite, or do you have something else you like better? You like shrimp?
I did like the shrimp you made, the garlic lemon shrimp. That's pretty good. But the chicken, the chicken was good too. The Mediterranean chicken is good.
Yeah. So this is Mediterranean chicken that I make. It's meant for kebabs, but I just make it with the whole chicken because kebab, it's just.
Yeah.
But it's you use like Greek yogurt and lots of different seasonings. And I think I put the recipe in like one of the Rev RV trip.
Yeah.
To get the second trip.
Yeah, I think
to Rev RV, there's a recipe, and it's really good. And you marinate it overnight, and then you cook it the next day.
And you did the shrimp was a Harvest Host video.
Yep. And then John's favorite dessert is like I make this apple dump cake, which is like so easy.
It is.
It's so easy. I wanted to do a video about that, but time just kind of got away from us. We were just so busy this week. But I'm going to do that one. I'm still going to do it. What's this?
Jim Koch says we bought the $2 million custom.
I wish.
If you loan us the money, we can go get that.
Sure, we bought that one. Yeah.
And somebody said Angela says save the news, but everybody else is like, please tell us.
I don't know what to do about this. So, okay, how about we tell them part? We tell them part of it. Okay, we won't tell you exactly which one.
Oh.
But when we bought the first one, we did get the extended warranty because we were brand new to RVing and we didn't know what to expect.
We didn't.
I mean, we were like never owned an RV ever,
and we
never knew anybody because all of our friends were like, "You're crazy for buying an RV. What are you going to do with that? You're going to do what? You're going to camp? Huh?
Yeah, Glamp.
But why?"
And also, I mean, it was hard because we had. Remember the two roads. What do you call that? Roadside assistance things. The plans they had, they overlapped, and
they did. Yeah,
it was crazy.
Angela says we need to do more videos. I would love to do more videos. When we're cooking.
We could do more cooking videos.
Oh yeah,
that would be easy. We could film while you cook.
Actually, in our last video, our camera was set wrong, and it came out really bad. We'll still put it out there. You can watch it. But I did make some lobster bisque and cornbread.
Oh yes, lobster bisque.
I'd spoil them.
The cornbread was really good. It came out very well in the fire.
I made it in the
Dutch oven.
Dutch oven on the fire. Yes, I will. Okay, if you want to see that, I will definitely put more recipes in there. Oh no, Mary has to go. Oh, Mary. Okay, well, we're gonna. We will tell you this about it, Mary. Before you go, we will tell you what we'll get. We're not going to tell you what we'll get, but we are getting another Fleetwood.
Everyone's gonna fall off their chairs. They're gonna fall off. What?
We're getting another Fleetwood.
Yes.
because we it's just that they had the floor plans that we really like.
And also, we found that most diesels look like Liberace lives. If you're old enough to remember him,
I don't,
they're too fancy.
they're too fancy.
with
Marble
the
floors
it's
and
just too shiny.
too shiny. And like, how can I pull into a state park and like come in all
track
muddy
dirt
from
onto your marble floor?
Yeah, no,
we
like
simple
people. Things.
Yeah.
We really do. We like simple things. So, do you advise staying at the RV show campgrounds or going out a bit further? I will tell you that the RV show campground for Tampa was really, really tight.
And also, there is dry camping out there for the public.
No, they have some. I think they have some regular hookups at the rally. They have like a generator going. I think you get electric.
Well, you get electric the rallies.
At the rally, they have electric.
But they do have RV camping for the general out front.
Yeah.
They put RVs out there too for just regular attendees.
So I mean, if you get into the rally, I know you have electric. There are lots of videos out there that people have done. I'm not a big fan. We do it because we get to stay in the with the media section.
Yeah, with the vendors.
With the vendors.
Yes.
And that wasn't too bad. But yeah, I don't know. For the Hershey RV show, we stayed at a campground close by off of Sweet Street.
Yeah, it was the
and that one was pretty good, but it was expensive.
Yeah, it was the Hershey RV campground.
Yeah, but it was expensive. Let's see. Haha. Amen. You're simple also. Yep. So Fleetwood apologized by giving you a great deal to make up for that bounder.
I don't know.
Actually,
she upset all the salespeople.
Fleetwood had nothing to do with the negotiations whatsoever.
Okay.
Fleetwood had nothing to do with it. It was all through General RV.
Yep.
General RV was this, and we actually did, just like we told you to do. We took that quote to some other places as well to see if they could beat it.
Yes, we got a couple of quotes.
No one could beat that price. They were like, no way. That would be like giving it away. So yeah, but Fleetwood had nothing to do with our purchase.
No.
Doesn't mean we might not talk to them about some more.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what it is. And we might even renegotiate that price depending on what prices look like at the Tampa show. We'll see. All right. Let's see. I think I might have one more question. That was in the post. Nope. That's from I got those questions. Do you guys ever consider another type of RV? Have you ever been in
Winnebago?
Oh yeah, Winnebago.
We considered Winnebago.
I think Winnebago's journey. I fell in love with it.
Yes,
and I really wanted the 40p. Really wanted the 40p.
But the problem is Winnebago's
it hasn't come out yet.
No, they've been delaying and delaying and delaying, and they keep saying it's coming out, it's coming out, it's coming out. But
and it's over a year wait for it. Was a year wait for it last year at last year's Hershey show.
Someone admitted this year to us.
No, we're not supposed to say.
Okay.
Winnebago told us something in confidence, and we said we wouldn't.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so we won't share it. But they've had a lot of delays with the journey, and we just I don't know how much longer we could wait. So we're gonna move on and get a Fleetwood.
Yep. But Winnebago does have interiors we like that look like they would be more our style.
Yep. Okay. Okay. I was worried for a minute, Charmaine. I thought you were having surgery tomorrow, so I'm glad to hear that you're not having surgery, but that you're a nurse. Well, everybody, we want to thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Are there any more questions that we can answer for you? We are going to go ahead and make sure that we find a place with the banks for a meetup at the Tampa show. And we'll do the same thing next year for the Hershey show.
Yeah, we'll find.
Oh, you're welcome, Jim. And we just love putting out videos for you. We love doing the RV tours. Sometimes it gets a little hard. Sometimes I can put out a whole bunch of them, but sometimes things get really busy at work.
Oh, yeah.
So we try to put them out as often as we can. And we really appreciate all the support that everyone here gives to us. So thank you so much.
And we do have a few more coming.
Yeah, we have a few more coming. So we have a lot more videos coming from the RV show, too. Will John ever get a promotion?
Oh, she doubled my pay already.
Yes, I gave him a raise. So he is now getting twice the pay. And how much were you getting before, John, so everybody can know?
Nothing.
So he's getting double that. I love you so much, John.
Thank you. That's great. I don't know what to say.
All right.
Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it so much. Everybody, you guys have a great night. Thank you, Angela. We really appreciate it. All right, folks. We'll catch you in the next live. We'll try to do these more
yeah.
often too. Good night, Real Weekend Warriors. Good night, DJ. And see you, Sunrise and Snapshot.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate you so much.
Yes, we do.
Bye-bye, everyone.